Wala ang tulog. What's up? It's me again. Received a lot of good feedback regarding the last news compilation video that I did. More importantly, I've been receiving comments and messages saying na nakatulong talaga yung video to keep them informed. Yun yung goal. At dahil na-achieve yung goal, let's do this again. Di ko na ito papahabaan kasi medyo marami tayong pag-uusapan today. At para hindi mainap yung may mga maiikling attention span dyan, Pilipino ka pa? May FOMO ka? Eto, makinig. Let's go. Voter registration to resume this July. Sa dinami-dami na pong mga pangyayari sa mga nakalipas na buwan, baka po nakakalimutan natin that we are living in a democratic country at mga citizens like you and me ang bumoboto para sa mga leaders ng bansang ito. In-announce na po ng Commission on Elections or COMELEC ang pagrehistro para maging official voter ay magpapatuloy this July. Voter registration was suspended because of the quarantine but will resume as announced by COMELEC spokesman James Jimenez, and he highly encourages everyone to register. Sa mga hindi pa po registered voters, repeat after me. I, state your name, will register this July para palaging masarap ang ulam ko. TBH, di ko alam kung saan ko nabasa yung theory na yan, pero mag-register ka na. Karapatan mo na nga, binabaliwala mo pa. Nakasalalay sa mga kamay mo ang kinabukasan ng bansang ito kapag bumoto ka. This is as close as you can get to getting superpowers, okay? How does COVID-19 testing work? COVID-19 testing centers are operating in different parts of the country for 3 months now. Pero obviously, marami pa rin ang hindi na-test at marami din ang hindi nakakaalam kung ano ang proseso ng testing. So para po sa mga hindi sigurado at di nakakaalam, lend me your ears and your brain. Testing for COVID-19 involves inserting a 6-inch long swab so 6 inches po ang haba na parang cotton buds into the cavity between your nose and mouth. This is called a nasopharyngeal swab. Sana na-pronounce ko ng tama. I'm so sorry, med students and medical personnel and doctors and everyone. So, pinapasok po itong swab or cotton bud na ito sa loob ng ilong hanggang dun sa dulo for 15 seconds at rino-rotate po ito ng ilang beses. And then, yung swab po ay in-insert sa isang container at pinapadala sa lab for testing. Ayan, wala pong kailangan na inumin na gamot or any vaccine for a COVID-19 testing. Okay, class? As of today, the Philippines now has 21,895 cases of COVID, mahigit 4,000 recoveries, pero kahapon ay lumampas na tayo sa 1,000 deaths. Third anti-terrorism bill reading. Last June 3, 2020, the House of Representatives approved on its third and final reading House Bill 6875 or the Anti-terrorism Bill, which prohibits and penalizes any acts of terrorism. This bill was certified as urgent by President Rodrigo Duterte himself. 173 members said yes, 29 said no, and 31 abstained. Although we are seeing information circulating from representatives like Congressman Romulo of Pasig na mali daw ang pag-record ng votes nila. On the day of the hearing, a protest was held in UP Diliman, gathering different groups and organizations showing their dissent towards this bill in peaceful and safe social distancing. See? Going back to the bill. Bakit ba talaga nagpo-protesta ang mga tao? Bakit hindi pa tumitigil? Meron naman ang Section 4 of the bill, which says, terrorism as defined in this section shall not include advocacy, protest, dissent, stoppage of work, industrial mass action, and other similar exercises of civil and political rights. Okay, so dissent is not terrorism daw. Last week, June 5, Friday, 7 activists, including minors and a bystander, were arrested by the police during a protest rally against this anti-terrorism bill. Sila inaresto sa may UP Cebu for violating the ban on mass gatherings under the general community quarantine. So wala daw to ng social distancing. Pero ito yung mga police. Kita nyo yan, ha? Video circulated the internet showing cops, some in plain clothes, entering the campus and chasing down students. Anong sa inyo? Another example, Section 29 of this bill gives power to the Anti-terrorism Council na magbigay ng authority na hulihin ang isang suspected individual to be detained for 14 days and can be extended for 10 days. House Deputy Minority Leader Carlos Zarate explains in an interview how this is unconstitutional. Sa ating saligang batas, even during martial law when the writ of habeas corpus was suspended, nakasaad na within 3 days, ang hinuli or inarestong individual should be brought and charged in court. But with this provision under the Anti-terrorism Bill, the privilege and judicial power to arrest an individual is given not to the court, but to this Anti-terrorism Council. According to many other representatives who expressed their dissent towards this bill, the wording of the provisions are very vague and unclear. For example, one of the terms used was take into custody and not to arrest. When it comes to arresting po kasi of an individual, there are certain responsibilities that come with it, especially dun sa mga aaresto. Every individual has rights under the Miranda Doctrine. Pero kung titingnan natin, the way this provision was worded, the term arrest was not used. This gives leeway to law enforcement agencies kapag sila'y nahuhuli ng suspects. In our current law, warrantless arrests are only applicable if authorities catch the person in the act of committing the crime. Also, if a person is a fugitive. Pero dito sa Anti-terrorism Bill, for example, ikaw, sinususpetsahan ka pa lang, wala ka pang committed na crime, ang Anti-terrorism Council ay may kapangyarihan ng mga utos na hulihin ka. OMG lang. In short, everyone who is protesting against this bill is concerned for their human rights. Bakit? In the past 4 years, we have been seeing lapses and lack of empathy in our justice system. Attacks on perceived critics, warrantless police raids on private households, red tagging, labeling of individuals or groups as communists or terrorists. Let's not forget, 29,000 Filipinos are dead because of extrajudicial killings. Last year, Master Sergeant Winston Ragos was shot twice by a cop dahil sinuspetsahan siyang naglalabas ng baril sa kanyang bag. Hindi man lang kinapkap yung sundalo, binaril agad. It has been recently proven that the police who murdered him planted evidence in the crime scene. We'll mention this again. Kian de los Santos, 17 years old, shot in a dark alley by policemen in 2017. Last week, 6 na jeepney driver na miyembro ng Piston Transport Group ang inaresto dahil sa paglabag daw sa rules of social distancing habang sila ay nagpoprotesta para sa muling pagpatuloy ng operasyon ng mga jeep sa Metro Manila. Ang mga driver na ito ay wala pang ayudang natatanggap galing sa gobyerno at wala pa silang pang araw-araw na kinikita. Nagugutom na ho sila at ang mga pamilya nila. Pero inaresto pa rin sila. Isa sa kanila ay isang 72-year-old na senior citizen at in high risk of getting infected by COVID. So ayun na nga ho. Human rights, abuse of power, lack of empathy and protection for the people ang ikinakabahala ng mga nagpoprotesta ngayon. Natotrauma na po ang mga tao. United Nations na po mismo ang nag-conclude ng human rights abuses in this administration. United Nations ha, but presidential spokesman Harry Roque said that they firmly reject these conclusions and that the rule of law is upheld in the PH. Read the full report of the Office of the High Commissioner. Current status of the anti-terror bill? Hindi pa po sinesend ng Kongreso ang enrolled bill sa Malacanang according to Justice Secretary Menardo Guevara. Congress is urged not to transmit the bill yet, in light of withdrawal of votes over questions of constitutionality. So ang Department of Justice ay review na rin po ang constitutionality ng bill na ito. Tulungan niyo po kami, Lord and Universe. Increase of campaign expenses. The House of Representatives passes a bill that allows candidates and political parties to spend more per vote during campaign period. So para po sa mga hindi nakakaalam, ang budget ng isang party or kandidato para sa kanyang electoral campaign ay nakabase po sa number of registered voters ng Pilipinas. Ang current campaign expense cap per voter for President and Vice President under Republic Act 7166 ay 10 pesos. Pag naging batas po itong bill na ito allowing the increase of campaign expenses, magiging 50 pesos na po per voter ang cap. Bale, ito po yung magiging changes para sa ibang positions, senators, governors, mayors, etc. Electoral Reforms Chairman Juliet Ferrer said na ang pag-increase sa campaign expenses ay mas realistic daw ang level and will encourage candidates to declare their true and actual election campaign expenses as required by law. Pero sabi naman ni Gabriela Partyless Representative Arlene Brosas na this will widen the gap between the rich and ordinary candidates. Mas may advantage pa rin syempre ang mga mayayaman. So what do you think? Thoughts? Comment down below. #CommutersNaman. MMDA General Manager Jose Arturo Garcia said that the people seemed to have lost focus, that COVID-19 was still around and mas magsispread daw pag binabaan ang mga restrictions for public transportation. General Garcia said this in an interview.
They were focused on traveling even though they knew, just as the Department of Transportation said, that our first priority is health and safety.
In-emphasize ho ni General Garcia ang mga commuters na nagkukumpul-kumpol sa Commonwealth Avenue sa QC noong nakaraang linggo. General Garcia, tama ho kayo na dapat priority ang pag-iingat sa virus. But with all due respect, karamihan sa mga manggagawang ito na sinasabihan yung have lost focus ay mga mamamayang nawalan ng kita, nagugutom, at desperadong makabalik sa trabaho para may makain at ipangkain sa mga pamilya nila. Karamihan po sa kanila hindi mamamatay sa COVID kundi sa gutom. Kaya syempre po, focus sila sa traveling. Focus sila sa perang kailangan nila, lalong-lalo na kung wala silang natanggap na ayuda galing sa gobyerno. Okay po? Also last week at the beginning of GCQ, Biker United Marshals, isang private bikers group, ay naglatag ng isang bike lane para sa mga nagbibisikleta gamit ang mga 6-liter bright orange plastic bottle sa highway malapit sa Don Antonio Avenue. In-announce ng MMDA that these bikers will be cited for obstruction and fined 1,000 pesos each. Sabi din ni MMDA spokesman Celine Tialago na hindi lang daw basta-basta pwede magsagawa ng bike lane na walang paalam sa mga otoridad at delikado ang ginawa ng BUM. Gayunpaman, bukod sa mga plastic bottles para sa bike lane, may mga marshals pa na miyembro ng BUM mismo na nakaposte sa lane para magabayan ang ating mga bikers at walang madisgrasya. MMDA scrapped this bike lane and encourages bikers to use the sidewalks instead. Eh di ba mas delikado to? Lalo na for pedestrians? Oh my Diyos ko, Lord. The MMDA and other national government agencies have announced plans for bike lanes on some roads in Metro Manila, including EDSA, but these remain on the drawing board. So in short, wala pa din. Kaya siguro kumikilos na mismo ang tao, no? Kasi wala pa din. 7.3 million Filipinos are jobless. The Philippine Statistics Authority announced that the Philippine unemployment rate soared to 17.7% in April amid the coronavirus pandemic. This is the country's highest unemployment rate on record. Ang mga pinaka-affected na sectors ng employment ngayon are the following: arts, entertainment and recreation, tourism and aviation, retail, electricity, gas, steam and air conditioning supply, information and communication, accommodation and food service activities, and construction. Philippine debt rises to 8.9 trillion. Ayon sa Bureau of Treasury, nasa 8.9 trillion pesos na utang ng ating gobyerno from different financial institutions. 33% of the money was sourced externally and 67% were borrowed from domestic creditors. Curious lang asa na po to? Baka lang po may maisuggest na mga pangangailangan ng mga Pilipino para dyan sa perang yan. Public transportation para po hindi na commuters ang mahusgahan. Ayuda para sa mga workers na nawalan ng trabaho dahil sa pandemyong ito. Mass testing. Mass testing. Mass testing! Ayan, suggestions lang po. Last but not the least, online trolls. Yesterday was indeed very alarming for Facebook users kasi karamihan sa mga estudyante ay nakadiskubre ng multiple duplicate and dummy Facebook accounts na nakapangalan sa kanila. Delikado po ang dummy and duplicate accounts dahil pwede po itong makapahamak at magkalat ng maling impormasyon. If you haven't checked yet, search your name on the Facebook search bar and usually fake accounts have your name and no profile picture. And the links to these accounts are your name and random numbers at the end. Normal Facebook account links, if you haven't changed them yet, look like this. Online trolls are at it na naman po mga kababayan. Kaya change your passwords, beef up your security restrictions, and check your user information across all platforms para safe. Here is an article that can be helpful in staying safe in social media. And there we have it. Again, this isn't even half of what's been going on in our country. Pero sana may idea na kayo kung saan patungo ang mga bagay-bagay. Links to petitions, campaigns, and donation drives, kahit yung mga hindi ko pinag-usapan today, are in the description box below. And Resources, links, reports, and articles of everything that I talked about are also down below. Marami pong law practitioners, students, and notable citizens ang nag-share ng insights and thoughts nila on these matters to educate the public. In fact, karamihan po sa mga tinalakay ko today ay galing sa kanila. Read them, share them, stay informed. Sa dinami-dami na pong mga pangyayari these past few weeks, wag po nating kakalimutan. We are still in the middle of a pandemic. Kaya wash your hands. Hindi lang wash your hands, maligo ka. Wear your masks. At kung hindi kailangan lumabas, wag kang lalabas. Okay? Stay safe, stay sane, keep in touch, and I genuinely hope things are doing okay in your side of the world.